All right, I'm up. It's 7 a.m. I got out a little earlier this time. Still took me hours. Got up at 5, but couldn't really peel myself out of bed. Let's see, we're at 655 is our mile post this morning, and we are 8.5 miles from potential water, a little over 11 miles from secure water. Had a hell of a time filtering water this morning. That's what took me a long time. It's that thick water I got yesterday, clogging the filter and this and that, and I spilled the half a liter in my shoe. Well, probably only about a cup, but still. Spilled it in my shoe first thing this morning, so that's pleasant. And we gotta make some miles before it gets too warm, because it's gonna get a little warmer today. And I've got most of my rashes taped up. That KT tapes some stuff. I like it. So last night, just before I camped, I failed to mention that we've entered Kaibab National Forest. Trees got a little taller. It's these little pinyon pines, I think, and big juniper. But here it's supposed to break away into some real nice pine forest and maybe see some elk. Water source doesn't look so hot. I might be able to pull a liter out of here, but I got water again in a few miles. I've got to do something about this chafe. Been walking the last mile holding my balls in the air, and well, it's hot and pretty, but it's kind of painful. Don't want to tape them up. Not really sure what to do there. Good news, I remembered I had some Body Glide. Not that it works that great. I really wish that I would have held on to the talcum powder. Here to the secure water, and it's got a lot of wildlife in it, but it's doing pretty all right. Haven't tasted it yet. And next water's in 6 miles. I think I'm going to take that. This 11 miles that it took to get here were really hard. I'm really just behind the ball today, and I got the 3 taped up toes, and then I had to stop and tape up my the ball of my foot. I got a blister coming in. I think it's because my shoes are wore out, and I really don't have a choice but to keep wearing them for the next 150 or so miles. And I was on a trail with it was rather narrow and scooped, so it was not flat on the bottom, and it kind of leans to makes your feet go inward. And a lot of pressure on that inside ball of the foot. Got here, a lot of pressure in this area, and that's where I blistered up. Hadn't really developed yet. It was just starting to get painful, and so I got it all taped and double taped and triple taped. And the chafe is doing a little better with the Body Glide. So I'm gonna swill some water here and try to get my next 6 miles in. Otherwise, it's been a beautiful hike. I haven't seen anything too cool. Did see a horned lizard that was only about 1.5 inches long. So that was pretty cute. seemingly wild horse that stopped to check me out. Pretty horse. I decided to take a 3-mile road walk instead of 4.5 miles on the trail because I'm haggard. This makes it worth it. Boy, and that horse is just staring me down. How fun. Well, I can't camp here, but the water's great. I think I'm gonna hike more. It's another rain catcher with 3 tanks underneath. The water was delicious. Drank about a gallon of it. The second I stopped to take this picture, she turned and postured at me. Couple the other day. They're Canadians that are from South Africa, and they're just the cutest. This is the first I've really hiked with them, but they've been married 46 or 47 years, and he watched him at the last break, picked up her pack, put it on her. It's just so cute and romantic. They've hiked all over the world. This is their first US trail. And we're taking a road walk together. Now, I did fail to mention, I've been walking behind this couple for 4 miles, and they have not left each other's side. They have been side by side the entire time. Today was finally the first day that I broke down and listened to music. And I finally got into service. And I've been jamming for a couple miles, and boy, it's been a while. It gave me chills all over just having a loud noise. And of course it's Rage Against the Machine. How else are you gonna get pumped? Well, I'm up way past my bedtime. It's about 20 to 8. Been hanging out with Samurai and Frito Ray, and Ray actually picked me up, and I rode on the tailgate of the truck that you saw earlier for part of my road walk to the watering hole. And you can camp within a 1/4 mile of the watering hole anyway, so I continued on and followed them up to camp here and had a nice evening. It's kind of interesting how I came to this trail knowing how solo it was and how much I ended up actually craving human connection quite a bit. So it was nice, and we're gonna have breakfast in the morning, and that's really exciting. But we're almost to Zion, about 14 miles to there, and 20 miles to the Grand Canyon. And so I'll likely be camping just before or just after to Zion tomorrow, because I don't want to walk 20 miles, because that's dumb. Anyhow, it's a good day. Good day, nice hike, nice people, nice weather. And I gotta somehow get some rest before morning, because I'm running out of time. All right, 7:10 a.m. Day, I don't know what day it is, 57, 58, 59, something like that. And I've got 14 miles to Zion, which is 5 miles from the Grand Canyon. And I am going to attempt to set my speed record with the blistered foot. I'm gonna move pretty quickly and get to Tucson. It's 14 miles, and I'm not gonna stop to get any water anywhere. I'm just gonna hustle through and listen to some music, and that should do it. And I'm gonna try not to stop and take too many pictures unless just can't handle it, which I haven't been able to handle it for the last, 600 and some miles. So it's doubtful that I will today. That's my boy Gustav. He bought me some Wendy's for breakfast. Well, I made it to Tucson and got some chores done, got some laundry done, got a shower, charging up my anchor, and I'm just exhausted. Had a good time coming into town. Had some lunch with Gustav and then went over and visited another crew at a Mexican restaurant and had some wings. So between the Wendy's and the wings, I about pooped myself before I got to the camp, which is par for the course. But there are some things, as this winds down, that I'm gonna miss. And it's definitely like laying in your tent and like eating pizza and stuff. That's where it's at. But at home I'll get fat doing it, so. I'll just have to hike again. That's not a problem for me, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, we got 5 miles to the Grand Canyon tomorrow, and then I'm gonna stay at the South Rim for a couple nights, and hopefully get a permit for Wednesday night at Cottonwood Campground, and then probably zero at the North Rim on my way out, resupply, and then finish up the trail. Last 30 miles or so. But stay tuned, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fun to come. It's 7 a.m. and we're leaving Tucson. Got 5 miles of Grand Canyon. Might have already cried a little, and I'm really excited. This little thing isn't that interested in moving off the trail. I hope she doesn't kick my ass. It's okay. Yeah, you're sweet. And you're pretty. Coming into Grand Canyon National Park. Here we are. I've already even got a pass. And, well, I'm excited. I'm on the tailgate again in the park. Frito-Ray coming in clutch. Heading to the backcountry office. Full-size campground dog. Well, I made it to the park. I haven't seen the canyon yet, but I got my backcountry permit, as well as I got my camp set up. And well, I'm gonna head into the village, find some resupply, some power, maybe find a canyon. just absolutely surreal huge. I'm not sure which one of these trails I'm taking, but I'm gonna hike across that. Leave no trace. Catch that? What a prick, touching the wildlife. Leave no trace. Well, it's windy as hell, and this is all the dirt that blew into my tent while I was away. That's real awesome. All right, I made it back to camp. Camped in Mather Camp, and I picked up some resupply. I don't know how good of a job I did because I was hungry, and it was expensive, like $14 for a jar of mayonnaise expensive. So I haven't eaten enough. I've drank too much Monster, and I'm really ready for some Stargate SG1 and these chili Fritos and the salad that I bought. It's time to wind down. Even though it's pretty early, it's like 3. I'm ready to go to sleep. Otherwise, I'll be zeroing tomorrow. Probably playing around the rim of the canyon or fixing my resupply or just sleeping. I want to be in good health when I go down there. It's pretty spectacular. It's big. It's big and it's deep and colorful. And I'm gonna have a big geology boner the whole time, even though I don't really know anything about it. And that's cool. I can be excited about things that I don't know about. Otherwise, the whole crew's here. Different campgrounds in the area, and well, I'm ready to be done talking. Midnight moon pie selfie. Alright, it's 8:30 in the morning. I packed up from my tent site to move tent sites, and I'm over at 197. It's already vacated, so I'm gonna get to set up here and then probably go to the library and loiter for power and do some sightseeing, enjoy my zero. And this spot looks a little more sheltered, a little less fine dirt. Man, I had that fine dirt coming through the mosquito netting all night. Had my nose plugged up and throat half sore. It's good snot rockets this morning. And anyway, well, I'm gonna get at it. Day's winding down already. We're getting windy, and we're all set up with some extra guy lines and a log, and this should go all right. Well, I'm currently loitering in the library, charging devices, and I'm too tired for any sightseeing. Doesn't matter. I'm going into the canyon tomorrow, and I'm just gonna go home and go to sleep, and wake up to eat and go to sleep again. And we'll see you on the trail early tomorrow.